Hey guys, Steven here, Fanatic Perspective. So just got back from day 2 of the NFL draft. I put out the video earlier today, just being a part of the NFL fan experience. Wonderful, wonderful time at AT&T Stadium. The video today earlier was about the Jason Witten thing, so I won't touch on that here. But just, awesome experience, guys. And, if the draft ever comes into your city, I think it's something that's going to be moved around now. That's really popular. I highly recommend it. Had a lot of blasts. Went out there with a few buddies. Thanks to my buddy Jimmy, who was able to get me a ticket to be inside for the draft. I was thinking about recording, doing all this stuff, but I just wanted to enjoy it, soak it in, have some brews with my friends, and really enjoy it. So it was awesome. From a Cowboys perspective, those of you who have been following this channel for some time, first off, thank you. I appreciate you guys. We are almost to 500 subscribers. I think we're in the 460s right now, so hopefully this video can push things over the edge. But for those of you who follow this channel and listen to what I have to say, I made the statement after we drafted LVE the other night. There's people that are in the know, and then there's people that are very disconnected or just, don't understand what this organization is trying to do. And I think it's very easy to be very critical of everything without really trying to make a sound assessment and being objective. My goal is always to try to be objective about things. And yesterday, in my objective opinion, I thought LVE was a good pick, and I'm going to defend that pick until we see him play. I highly evaluated him. Excuse me, we have our pups back there. So I'm going to defend that pick. Now, number 2 is I told you guys in yesterday's video that Michael Gallup is somebody who I loved and somebody who I was looking at. And it's funny because I think the Cowboys may be subscribed to this channel because what do they go and do? They sit, they wait, they're patient. They evaluate these mid-round prospects. They realize of this wide receiver group that there is not much separation between these guys. I touched on this yesterday. What are they going to do? They did exactly that. And I said yesterday, I was like, wow, they did what I wanted them to do in drafting LVE. Then they turn around and draft Michael Gallup in the 3rd round. Going to the 2nd round, I make UT videos. Also, I'm a huge UT fan. I love the UT just as much as I love the Cowboys. And for those of you who follow my UT stuff, how often is it that you get to see a player that you love from your college team get drafted by the NFL team that you love? So that was a surreal moment for me to see Connor Williams come on stage. He was very teary-eyed. I don't know what was shown on TV, but it was an unbelievable moment. He said he was home. I saw some of the tweets going out, specifically with Zeke saying that they want to go after that Russian title. And I think that was an excellent, sound football pick at 50. I know these guys wanted, everybody. Cortland Sutton was a big target there. The Broncos jumped up there and picked him. Credit to them. They're trying to get ahead of the curve with their receivers getting older, and they jumped after a big physical player. But the Cowboys, I applaud them for sticking with their board. There were some corners last year that they were interested in, and they stuck with their board. They ended up with Cheeto and Jordan Lewis in these guys. And I think as fans, we're very pleased and excited for their progress. They took that exact same approach today, guys. They didn't freak out. They didn't say there started to be a run. Anthony Miller went. Cortland Sutton went. Christian Kirk went. They didn't freak out because they understood certain position groupings in this draft and where they could get value. And they got value with Connor Williams. They got value with the Michael Gallup. Go and look at these guys' tape. I'm telling you, if you guys want to be locked in, number 1, listen to this channel. And number 2, go and watch what I'm telling you. This stuff is on, whether it's on YouTube or Pro Football Focus, whatever. Do your homework on these players. Because when you look at a guy on film like a Michael Gallup, I could very easily see why he was so appealing to me and why he was so appealing to this organization. I'm happy he is on board. He's going to make a lot of fans very pleased. Don't look at the 40 time. He runs a lot faster than what he timed, and he's very productive. One of the things I was talking about with my buddy Bruce we like guys who are productive in college. I know people get hyped over 40 times, and guys like DJ Shark and how they look awesome getting off the bus. But then you look at they had like 38 catches last year, 39 catches. And I don't understand some of these people playing in funky college offenses like LSU, where they're still stuck in the 90s and all that type of stuff. I get it, but you look at this brother Michael Gallup, 122 receptions or something like that over the last 2 years. Incredibly productive. Everybody's going against. He's seeing a lot of things because he's so productive. Every week, teams are trying to shut this man down, and he knows how to get open. He knows how to make contested catches, and that's where, again, those are the types of things you look for. Where Dak had good rhythm with a guy like a Bryce Butler and some of these other guys. These are some guys that are going to be able to grow with Dak. As for Connor Williams, so we signed Cameron Fleming in the offseason. We have La'el Collins in the mix as well. It looks like, for my projection, they're going to put Connor Williams at left guard, probably leave La'el at right tackle, and let Fleming be the swing. And the Cowboys are doing this because they have to protect themselves with these tackles, especially with Tyron Smith. The chances of Tyron playing a full season at this point, it's not in his favor. So getting a guy like a Connor Williams, who I love the fact, as a UT fan, I watched him play at left tackle. I still think he could be a tackle, to be honest with you. I think he's that versatile, that good, and avoiding this Chaz Green, Byron Bell nonsense. You not only got a starter in the second round, but you got somebody to back up the second most important position on your football team. That is huge. Huge, guys. So I'm excited just for the chemistry, some of the energy I'm seeing from these players and how the draft is going. I know we have so much stuff going on with the Jason Witten stuff. And obviously we'll have to look to address tight end at some point. I don't know if you can just go into the season counting on Rico Gathers when he has not played a regular season NFL snap. But very, very excited about these first three picks. LVE last night, Connor Williams and Michael Gallup today. And moving forward, day 3, very important piece of the draft, guys. We have 7 picks tomorrow. So I told you guys yesterday, 2 receivers. Equinemi and St. Brown is still on the board. So if you want to go get your big vertical stud, there may be opportunity there to get him in the 4th round. I think he's still on the board. I left the draft after, with the last few picks. So if he's off the board, you guys can jump in the comments and correct me if I'm wrong. But I think he's still on. I'm not 100% sure. I would like to see him go after defensive tackle, where it's Maurice Hurst or Trent Thompson, even a Poona Ford in the mix for my UT people. Because now that you've drafted a linebacker, you notice what the Giants did. They drafted Saquon Barkley, and then they draft the road grader to put in front of him. Dallas kind of has to do the same thing with their linebacker. You need to protect your linebackers. Even Sean Lee. Let's get a big nose or somebody in there that can soak up some of these guards and make it easier for our guys to see. So I want to see that addressed in this draft. If there's any sleeper tight ends, I think at this point it's kind of the crop is kind of thinning down. But those were some need areas, if you will. Safety is somewhere where we can look to go as well. Yeah, but we need to accumulate a couple more pass catchers. There's a lot of opportunity for us. 7 picks tomorrow, may see some movement. Who knows? But as a fan right now, top 3 picks, very, very excited. You guys let me know in the comments what you think about Connor Williams and Michael Gallup. I gave that one to y'all yesterday. We are locked in here at Fanatic Perspective, and very excited for the channel growth here, guys. So I appreciate y'all. I'll be back tomorrow with my just my insight on day 3. Appreciate it. Thank you.